When I look at photographs of Noelle, I try to gauge her expression for signs of what was to come. There are 2 pictures of her in newspapers, though neither is dated. In one, her hair is parted slightly off-center and piled atop her head in a Fräulein-style braid. I can't tell if 1 or 2 braids were plaited to wrap across the crown of her head, but the effect suggests a little German girl in the years before the war. Noelle's chin in this particular image is dipped down. Her eyes look up to the camera, and her smile is slight, lips barely parted. Because the photos I'm studying are taken from old newspapers from the weeks and months, even years after it happened, the pictures are grainy and pixelated. The upward regard of her gaze allows the whites of her eyes to show underneath the irises, thus lending her an expression that the Japanese, or maybe it is only the macrobiotic practitioners, would call sanpaku. George Osawa, founder of the macrobiotic movement in post-war Japan, identified this characteristic, the whites of the eyes being visible either above or below the irises from the position of a straightforward look, as a sign of extreme ill health or imbalance, which he attributed to the worsening diets of his countrymen through the influence of Western culture. This trait, he believed, was an indicator of those marked for death, and has been noted by other macrobiotics. I know this because I used to be one, in the gazes of a gamut of doomed historical figures, ranging from Rasputin to Marilyn Monroe to Charles Manson. All of them, we can safely agree, qualified as marked for death, although death, in Manson's case, did not happen to be his own. Ironically, in the photo of Noelle in question, she is looking up at the camera, not straight ahead of her, so she cannot really be called sanpaku at all, though marked for death she was. In the other photograph that was used by the papers, Noelle is also looking upward, but not in the direction of the camera. She casts her eyes up and to the side, as if to the corner of the room, to an object she sees that is invisible to the rest of us. An angel, I hope. Something good and hopeful and reassuring that her last moments on Earth, as horrific as they would be, offered reprieve. Noelle's smile is bigger in this picture. I think I even see dimples in her cheeks. But she is still not fully open to us. She holds something in reserve. This image of Noelle, however, reveals the girl my mother remembered. She, my mother, did not recognize her childhood friend in the braided girl who resembled a little Greta or Heidi. But she looked at this image and said this was the Noelle she knew.